Have you ever felt that there's a deeper level of connection waiting to be discovered with your partner? A level of pleasure that goes beyond the surface? Something more profound, more soulful? You're not alone. So many of us fall into comfortable routines, and while comfort is good, it can sometimes leave us wondering, is this all there is? What if I told you that the key to unlocking that deeper pleasure, to transforming your intimate moments from routine to remarkable, might be hidden in something as simple as changing your position? In this video, we are going to explore exactly that. We're not just listing 5 positions you might have heard of. We are going on a journey to truly master them. Because mastering a position isn't about athletic ability. It's about understanding the subtle mechanics, the emotional connection, and the unique pleasure points that each one unlocks for both you and your partner. Welcome to Keep Love Burning. Today, we delve into 5 foundational positions that every couple can explore to build a more passionate, connected, and deeply satisfying intimate life. We will move from the gentle and romantic to the wild and passionate, ensuring there's something for every mood and every moment. We'll start with the Classic Missionary, rediscovering the beauty in its intimacy. Then, we'll explore the passionate depths of do.ggi style. We will empower the feminine with the Cowgirl, where she takes the lead. We'll find comfort and closeness in the spoon, perfect for those lazy, loving mornings. And finally, we will touch on the adventurous spirit of the Ballet Dancer for moments when you want to try something truly new. But this isn't just a how-to guide. For each position, we'll break down the anatomy of pleasure. Why does it feel so good? How can you make it even better? What tiny adjustments can lead to mind-blowing results? And most importantly, how does each position change the way you connect emotionally? So, get comfortable, and perhaps watch this with an open mind and an open heart. By the end of this video, you will have a new appreciation for these classic positions and the tools to not just perform them, but to truly master them, unlocking levels of pleasure you may not have thought possible. Let's begin. Part 1. The Classic Missionary. So let's begin our journey with a position that is perhaps the most well-known, and sometimes the most underestimated, the Classic Missionary. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Missionary? Isn't that a bit vanilla? A bit basic? For years, it's been painted as the default, the starting point. But there's a reason this position has stood the test of time. It's not just a position. It's a platform for profound intimacy. When mastered, it becomes less about the basics and more about a deep, heart-to-heart connection. The real name for this position should be the intimate gaze, because that is its true superpower. The how-to. Beyond the basics, let's quickly cover the form, then elevate it. In its simplest form, the woman lies on her back and the man lies on top, supporting his weight on his hands or elbows. Simple, but mastery is in the details. First, let's talk about angles. The placement of her legs can completely change the experience. If she keeps her legs relatively straight, the connection is gentle. If she wraps her legs around his waist, it draws him in closer, deepening the insertion and creating a wonderful sense of embrace. For an even deeper angle that can provide incredible G-spot stimulation, she can place her feet on his shoulders. This brings her pelvis up to meet his, creating a totally new and intense sensation. And here is a game-changing tip: the humble pillow. By placing a small pillow or a rolled-up towel under her hips, you gently tilt her pelvis upwards. This small adjustment can make a world of difference, creating the perfect angle for direct clitoral and G-spot contact during thrusting. It's such a simple tweak for such a significant increase in pleasure. The anatomy of pleasure. Why it feels so good. So why is this position so effective? For her, the potential for pleasure is immense. It is one of the best positions for consistent clitoral stimulation, as the base of his manhood and his pubic bone can create a gentle, rhythmic friction against her love button with every thrust. It also allows for full body contact. The feeling of his chest against hers, the warmth of his skin, the ability to kiss deeply and passionately. All of these elements create a cascade of oxytocin, the love hormone, making the experience feel safe, connected, and emotionally fulfilling. For him, this position offers a beautiful, intimate view of his partner's face and her reactions. Seeing her pleasure can be an incredibly powerful aphrodisiac. It also provides excellent control over the pace and depth, allowing him to be attuned to her needs, speeding up or slowing down to build tension and draw out the pleasure for both of them. Pro tips for mastery. Ready to elevate. The classic into the sublime? Here's how. First, use your hands. In this position, your hands are free. Don't let them be passive. He can run his hands through her hair, caress her face, explore her breasts and body. She can dig her nails into his back, pull his face closer for a kiss, or hold on to his shoulders, pulling him deeper. This active touch turns a simple act into a full-body conversation. Second, master the rocking motion. Instead of only thinking about an in and out motion, introduce a circular or rocking movement with the hips. This grinding technique creates a different kind of delicious friction and can stimulate completely new nerve endings for both of you. Third, and most importantly, the gaze. The true magic of this position is the ability to maintain eye contact. This is where physical intimacy transcends and becomes soul-to-soul communication. Looking into your partner's eyes while you are this connected creates a profound sense of vulnerability and trust. It's a key practice in building what we call an intimate connection, where you truly see and are seen by your partner. Don't look away. Breathe together. Let them see the love and desire in your eyes. This alone can be more powerful than any complex technique. So, the next time you find yourselves in this classic embrace, don't see it as basic. See it as an opportunity. An opportunity for a full-body conversation, for deep emotional connection, and for a type of pleasure that resonates long after the physical act is over. Part 2. Do.GGY style. Now that we have rediscovered the profound intimacy of the classic, let's shift gears. Let's move from the heart-to-heart gaze into a space of raw passion, primal energy, and deep exploration. It's time to talk about one of the most popular and exhilarating positions in the world, Do.GGI style. This position is famous for a reason. It taps into a more instinctual, wilder side of our desire. But often, it's mistaken as being purely physical, potentially lacking the emotional connection we found in the classic. The goal today is to change that. We will show you how to make Do.GGY style not just intensely pleasurable, but also surprisingly intimate. The how-to. Perfecting the form. The basic setup is well known. The woman rests on her hands and knees while the man enters from behind. But within that simple framework lies a universe of variation. Her posture is key. If she's on her hands, her back is straighter. If she rests on her forearms or elbows, her hips tilt higher, changing the angle of entry completely and often allowing for even deeper insertion. She can experiment with arching or rounding her back to discover what feels best. A pillow placed under her stomach can add comfort and further adjust the angle for perfect contact. His position matters too. Kneeling behind her is the standard. But if she is at the edge of the bed, he can stand, which creates a powerful dynamic and a different depth of connection. This variation offers a new level of control and sensation for both. The anatomy of pleasure. The science of wow. So, what is the secret behind this position's powerful reputation? For her, the answer is simple: unparalleled depth. Do.GGI style allows the manhood to penetrate more deeply than most other positions, making it fantastic for stimulating the G-spot. For many women, this direct and consistent contact is the fastest path to a powerful full-body climax. Furthermore, her hands are free, This allows her to take an active role in her own pleasure, reaching down to stimulate her love button, creating the potential for a blended climax that is truly spectacular. For him, the deep access is incredibly stimulating. The view is also undeniably arousing, offering a perspective of his partner's body that can be extremely arousing. He has tremendous freedom of movement, able to set a powerful rhythm and drive the energy of the encounter. This feeling of control and passion is a major component of male arousal. Pro tips for mastery. This position is already great. Let's make it unforgettable. First, let's solve the intimacy problem. The distance can be a drawback, so bridge it. He can lean forward, whispering in her ear. He can reach around and cup her breasts, caress her stomach, or, most importantly, find her love button. His touch, combined with the deep insertion, is a legendary combination for a reason. She can also look back over her shoulder, creating a brief but powerful moment of eye contact that says, "I'm here with you." Second, bring in a mirror. If you have a strategically placed mirror in your room, this position can suddenly become incredibly connected. You can see each other's faces, watch the passion in each other's eyes, and bring back that visual intimacy that might have been lost. Third, play with rhythm and depth. Don't just think fast and hard. Try slowing everything down. Pull almost all the way out, then slowly, deliberately, slide back in. This teasing builds incredible tension. Then, you can switch to faster, shallower thrusts that focus more on the entrance and external friction. This variety keeps your bodies guessing and the pleasure building. Finally, this position is the perfect laboratory for a core principle we talk about on this channel: pleasure mastery. Mastering the ability to combine different types of stimulation at once is a skill. By using his hands to provide clitoral stimulation while simultaneously providing deep G-spot stimulation, you are practicing exactly that. This dual focus can elevate the experience from great to absolutely breathtaking. Part 3. The Cowgirl. From the primal energy of do.ggi style, we now make a powerful and important shift. We are going to flip the script entirely. What happens when we take all of that passionate energy and place the control, the power, and the pace directly into her hands? We enter the empowering world of the cowgirl. This isn't just a position, it's a statement. It's a declaration of feminine power and confidence. For her, it's about taking the lead in the dance of intimacy. For him, it's an act of trust and surrender, allowing himself to be led on a journey of pleasure. This dynamic shift is one of the most exciting things you can introduce into your intimate life. The how-to. Riding with confidence. The setup is iconic. The man lies on his back, and the woman straddles him, either kneeling or sitting flat. From here, she's in the driver's seat with several ways to navigate. The classic forward-facing cowgirl is where she faces him. This immediately brings back the deep intimacy of the classic position. You can kiss, you can maintain eye contact, you can whisper to each other. It's the perfect blend of her power and your mutual connection. Then there is the backwards cowgirl, where she faces away from him. This shifts the focus. It gives him an incredible new view, and it allows her to concentrate more internally on her own sensations without the distraction of face-to-face contact. It creates a different angle of entry that can hit all new pleasure points. Her posture also dictates the ride. Sitting upright gives her maximum control and allows for deep, powerful strokes. But if she leans forward, resting her hands on his chest, it creates a more intimate, connected feeling and changes the angle to create more friction between her love button and his lower stomach, which can be incredibly pleasurable. The anatomy of pleasure. Her body. Her rules. The magic of the cowgirl is summed up in one word: control. For her, this position is the ultimate in customization. She controls the speed, from a slow, sensual grind to a fast, passionate pace. She controls the depth, deciding exactly how much she wants to take in. and she controls the angle, allowing her to move her hips in a way that precisely targets her G-spot. This ability to self-guide to pleasure is not only physically satisfying, but is a massive psychological turn-on. For him, the pleasure comes from letting go. He gets to relax, receive, and enjoy the view. Watching his partner take control and express her desire so openly is one of the most arousing experiences a man can have. His hands are also completely free to be active participants. He can hold her hips, caress her back, play with her breasts, and, most importantly, reach down and offer direct clitoral stimulation, supercharging her experience. Pro tips for mastery. Ready to make this ride unforgettable for both of you? First, it's all about the hips. Remind her that it's not just an up and down motion. Encourage her to explore a circular grinding motion, rocking back and forth. Figure eights. This is her canvas. Her hips are the paintbrush. The more creative she gets with her movements, the more nerve endings she will awaken for both of you. Second, he's not just a passenger. While she leads, he can be her co-pilot. He can thrust his hips up to meet hers, creating a powerful synergy and adding a new layer to the rhythm they create together. This turns it from a solo performance into a dynamic duet. Third, this is a prime opportunity to introduce a small, quiet massager. He can hold it against her love button while she moves, adding an intense layer of massager that can quickly bring her to an explosive climax. This combination of internal and external stimulation is incredibly potent. Finally, changing the power dynamic like this is a core technique to rekindle desire, especially in long-term relationships. It shatters routine, builds her confidence, and reminds you both of the passionate, adventurous lovers you are. It's a way of saying, I trust you to lead me, and I am confident enough to show you what I want. That is a powerful message that fuels attraction long-term. Part 4. The spoon. After the empowering high-energy ride of the cowgirl, sometimes what the heart and body crave most is not more intensity, but less. It craves comfort, closeness, and a deep sense of security. For those moments, we turn to a position that feels like a warm hug. The spoon. Don't mistake the gentleness of this position for a lack of passion. Passion isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet fire, a slow burn of affection that warms you from the inside out. Spooning is the physical embodiment of tenderness. It's perfect for lazy mornings, for connecting after a long day, or for any time when emotional closeness is what you seek above all else. The how-to. The art of the cuddle. The beauty of spooning lies in its simplicity. Both partners lie on their sides, facing the same direction, nestled together like two spoons in a drawer. He lies behind her, entering her from the rear. It sounds simple, but a few small adjustments can perfect the fit. Her leg placement is a subtle game changer. If she keeps her knees bent and together, it creates a tighter, cozier sensation. If she wants to open things up for deeper, easier access, she can simply lift her top leg, resting her knee on the mattress in front of her or on a pillow. This small shift can make a big difference in comfort and depth. Pillows are your best friend here. A good pillow under both of your heads is essential, and some women find that a thin pillow placed between the knees helps to align the hips perfectly, relieving any pressure and increasing comfort for a long, leisurely session. The anatomy of pleasure, the power of gentleness. So why does this low-effort position feel so incredible? For her, it's a position of pure receiving and relaxation. It requires almost no physical exertion on her part, allowing her to simply relax into the pleasure. The insertion is typically more shallow, which focuses the sensation right at the entrance of the vagina, an area rich with nerve endings. But the true secret to her pleasure here lies in his free hand. This position offers unobstructed access for him to reach around and provide direct, consistent clitoral stimulation. The feeling of being held, enveloped, and pleasured all at once creates a profound sense of safety and love. For him, spooning is equally relaxing. It's a chance to be the giver, to focus entirely on her pleasure. His top hand becomes the star of the show. He can kiss her neck and shoulder, whispering in her ear, while his hands are free to roam her body. It's an act of devotion, and there is immense satisfaction in feeling her respond to his touch in such an intimate way. Pro tips for mastery. Let's turn this gentle cuddle into an unforgettable experience. First, and this is the most crucial tip, his wandering hand. His top hand should never be idle. It has a map of her body to explore. He can start by caressing her hair, tracing the line of her neck and shoulder, cupping her bosom, and then making his way down her stomach to his ultimate destination. This journey of touch builds anticipation and turns a simple cuddle into a deeply alluring act. Second, sync your breathing. Because you are so close and relaxed, try to match your breath. Inhale together. Exhale together. This simple meditative act creates a powerful biological and emotional bond, making you feel like a single, unified entity. It deepens the intimacy tenfold. Third, think beyond the bed. While perfect for the bedroom, spooning is wonderfully versatile. It can be a cozy, intimate way to connect on a comfortable couch while watching a movie, adding a secret layer of passion to a quiet evening in. Finally, remember that embracing gentle intimacy is a cornerstone of long-term sexual well-being. It's a practice that reinforces your bond beyond the purely physical. It teaches you that your connection can be sustained not just by athletic fireworks, but by the quiet, steady warmth of simply holding each other. It's a restorative act, healing for the body and the soul. Part 5. The Ballet Dancer and Conclusion Position. 5. The Ballet Dancer. From the warm, comforting nest of the spoon, we now take a spectacular leap. This final position is for the moments when you feel playful, strong, and adventurous. It's for when you want to defy gravity and create a moment of breathtaking connection. This is the Ballet Dancer. Let's be clear. This one is a challenge. It requires strength, balance, and above all, a deep level of trust between you. But the reward is an experience that is thrilling, intensely intimate, and completely unforgettable. It's the kind of position that creates a story you'll both remember for years. The how-to. A dance of trust. This is a standing position, so safety and stability are your first priorities. Begin by standing and facing each other, sharing a kiss to start the connection. The man should plant his feet firmly, about shoulder width apart, perhaps bracing himself against a sturdy wall for support. The woman then wraps her arms around his neck and her legs securely around his waist. He supports her entire weight by placing his hands firmly under her bottom or her thighs, lifting her up. Once she is securely held, he enters her. The movement here is a team effort. It comes from him using the power of his legs and hips to create a gentle bouncing or thrusting rhythm. Communication here is not just suggested, it is essential. The anatomy of pleasure. The thrill of the lift. Why attempt such an athletic feat? For her, the feeling of being completely lifted, held, and supported by her partner can be incredibly arousing and fosters a profound sense of trust and surrender. The angle of entry is unique and can be very deep, hitting pleasure points that other positions might miss. The sheer novelty and excitement of it can be a powerful trigger for a climax. For him, this is a beautiful display of his strength and his role as a supportive partner. The intimacy is off the charts. You are heart to heart, face to face, sharing every breath. It's a full-body workout that leads to a shared, powerful release. The feeling of holding his partner so completely can be deeply fulfilling and empowering. Pro tips for mastering. This is about being smart, not just strong. First, safety is alluring. Before you even attempt insertion, practice the lift. Make sure he feels stable and she feels secure. Use a wall for support, especially the first few times. This takes the pressure off his balance and allows you both to focus on the pleasure. Second, think about location. Because it's a standing position, you are not confined to the bedroom. This can be an adventurous choice for a wet encounter in the shower, where the water can add to the sensation, or a spontaneous moment in another part of the house. The unexpected location adds to the thrill. Lastly, remember this is a true partnership. While he provides the lift, she can contribute by engaging her core muscles to stay stable and holding on tight. It's a beautiful dance that requires you to work together, making the resulting pleasure a shared victory. Conclusion and call to action. And there you have it. A journey through 5 powerful positions, each a different language of love. We rediscovered the soulful intimacy in the classic's gaze. We tapped into primal passion with Do GGI style. We celebrated feminine power with the Cowgirl. We found restorative comfort in the warm embrace of the spoon. And we touched the sky with the adventurous spirit of the Ballet Dancer. The goal of this video was never just to teach you new positions. It was to invite you to see them as tools for deeper connection. The true mastery of pleasure isn't about becoming an athlete in the bedroom. It's about becoming a better listener, a more attentive partner, and a more curious explorer of both your own body and the body of the one you love. It's about communication, trust, and the courage to try something new. What did you think? Which of these positions are you most excited to rediscover or try for the first time? Let us know in the comments below. Your stories and experiences enrich this entire community. And if you found this guide helpful on your journey to a more connected life, please give this video a like. It truly helps us reach and support more couples. Most importantly, be sure to subscribe to keep love burning and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next videos where we continue to explore the art of passion, connection, and well-being. If you want to dive deeper into the communication skills that make all of this possible, we highly recommend our playlist on intimate connections. Thank you for joining us today. Now go, connect with your partner, and keep that beautiful love burning.